Alright, what's up guys? Adam with Whisker Fisherman TV, and this is going to be part 3 of my $20 a week at Walmart food preps. I talked about more or less what I'm doing in my first 2 videos. I'm not going to go over that again. Basically, this is budget food preps. You know, we throw a couple other things in here and there, but that's primarily what this series is for. It's me showing you stuff that you can go to Walmart and buy for about 20 bucks a week and get yourself a month ahead, 2 months ahead, 3 months ahead. It's just going to depend on how long you want to do this and how much you're willing to put into it. Let's just go ahead and jump in, guys. It's one of those things that's a little different. It's a water bottle. It's double walled. Not the best, but I think I got this for under 80 cents. Just a clearance item. It's not, I can't boil water in it or anything, but it is just a good container. Some dish soap. Now you can get a bigger bottle, I went with this one because it was under $1. And it's a name brand. That does not really matter at all. This is just something that I use and I know works, so for less than $1 I went with that. You have to excuse me, guys, I'm a little hoarse. Pasta. This is elbows. Nothing special about them, but again, it's pasta. It stays good, in theory anyway, for forever. So pasta, and like I said before, you'll get a few meals out of that, even if it's just boiled noodles, or you can just eat it like that. It might not be great, but you'll get a couple meals out of that. Vinegar. Now, I probably should have went with apple cider vinegar, but this was, again, under $1. So I went with this. It's just white vinegar, which this I actually use a lot more. Again, I don't cook a lot, but I do like vinegar on certain foods, and I prefer white vinegar. Not everybody does. It's a good old gallon of water. I'm not going to go into that. It's a gallon of water, less than $1. Small can of chicken. I like my meats. There are arguments for, dried fruit and things like that, but for our purposes, I think the biggest bang for your buck is actually the canned meats most of the time, because you can do a lot with them. But I talked about that. I don't have to get into that again. Vitamins. These are your one-a-days. These are men's health. I'm a man. I wanted men's health, not women's health. 100 tablets. This wasn't bad, guys. This was $4. I'm not going to read off all the values on here, but these are going to be important. You might just have to rotate through these. might not be something that you normally take, but it's not going to hurt if once every 100 days you have to go out and buy a new bottle of these to make sure that you have a fresh bottle in your rotation. So, and it's good for you. It's vitamins. Can't go wrong with that, right? The second most expensive item on the list, canned roast beef. I've actually never had this. I'm not going to recommend it. The calories really is pretty low. It's really high in protein, and that's about the only good thing I'm really seeing about it. But I kind of want to try this. It's just a Walmart brand. It was under $3. But I bought another can of this, and I'm just going to try it. You can buy probably canned vegetables. Again, peanut butter would be another really good choice. We are going to be buying peanut butter soon, I promise, but if you haven't already. 2 cans of mixed vegetables. Any vegetables would have worked. I went with mixed vegetables because when I'm thinking about these situations, one thing that I think about is how tired I'm going to get if I open a can of peas and I got to eat a whole can of peas, every day. I want to try and mix things up a little bit, as much as I can. Corn, again, this isn't even sweet. Yes, it is sweet corn, sorry. I actually use this for fishing bait a lot, so I'll definitely use this even if it is out of date. I don't really have a problem letting a can of this sit around for a really long time. So I throw them in my preps every now and again. And like I said, it doesn't really matter to me if they go out of date, because I'll use them for fish bait. Macaroni and beef. Some pasta in a can, guys. It's a knockoff of a name brand. I'm not going to say the name brand, but macaroni and beef and tomato sauce. Really cheap though. I think that was 66 cents a can, which is a pretty good deal on, if you'd be looking at the name brand stuff. Diced tomatoes. That's kind of to go along with this. Occasionally I'm going to throw a can of spaghetti sauce or even tomato paste in there because of the amount of pasta that I'm going to have. Not a big deal, but if you are going to do the pasta thing, I would recommend, buying a few cans of that, because it's going to go a long way. And a can of pears, guys, less than $1. Now, everything that I just laid out actually cost $14 and about 25 cents. I wanted to leave at least $5 open for this prep, and I'm going to do that for a while because we need to get into packing some of this stuff up. Now, I thought about not telling you guys what we were going to buy, make kind of a surprise, but I thought about it, and this is kind of a serious issue. I don't want to leave you guys in the dark. So the first thing I'm going to buy is one of these vacuum sealers. I obviously already went out and bought it. This was the cheapest one I could get at Walmart. I'm gonna try it and just see how well it works. And this was 50 bucks, guys. So, like I said, I'm gonna try and keep our actual food preps to 15 bucks a week for a while. We do that for 10 weeks and go out and get one of these, and we can extend the shelf life of everything that we have, you know, in our kitchen as well as in our preps. And I'm going to try this one out and let you know if it's worth buying this brand. The other brand is a little more expensive. But I wanted to give you guys a heads up on that. If you already have one, you're going to need tubs and buckets, containers, Mylar bags. If you already have one of those and you already have buckets, then look into some Mylar bags. If you don't have any of those things, until your cabinets are filled, I would just keep buying food and putting away the $5 until you can afford a few Rubbermaid containers or a bunch of buckets. Buckets work really well if you can get the ones that seal properly. And that's really our video for this week, guys. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Next week, if you watch again, I'm going to do a regular video, and then I'm going to lay out everything that we've bought so far, so you guys can have an idea just how far we came in 4 weeks. And again, you can put more or less into this. That's entirely up to you guys. So thank you for watching. Click subscribe, comment, like. I really do appreciate it. I really appreciate you guys. It mean a lot to me. And I will see you soon, guys.